What's up YouTube? It's Noah with Royal Nation Creations back with another video. I hope everyone's having a great day. In today's video I just wanted to bring you guys along in my hatching rack and do a little what's in the rack video and show you guys some of the snakes that I've produced over the last couple weeks. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright guys, snake number one here is a Dreamsicle. As you can see, it was a 6-egg clutch. We hit 4 Dreamsicles and 2 lavender albinos that are also het for pied. One thing I really liked about this clutch is the Dreamsicles were really different. Some of them had more white and then some of them had very low pattern. This one's kind of like in the middle, as you can see, but one I'll show a little bit later on, it has pretty much no white, which I thought was really cool. Doesn't want to stay in the box. I didn't pop any of these yet, so I'm not sure if I hit males or females. I'm gonna do that after they have their first meals. I just don't want to overly stress them, but yeah, this is snake number one. We'll go ahead and grab one of the other ones. All right guys, up number 2 here, we have another Dreamsicle. This one's about the same as the last one with the percentage of white that he has on him, or her. I'm not 100% sure what they are yet, but look at the patterning on that one. I love it. It's like almost like a crazy jigsaw pattern. It has a lot going on compared to some of the other ones. But yeah, these the camera doesn't do these snakes justice of how bright they are in person. They're just glowing with orange and the lavenders. Really nice, won't focus, but a really nice head pattern with the stripes. But yeah, these snakes just turned out amazing. This is my second Dreamsicle clutch, and the ones that came out of this clutch are definitely a lot better than the last one. The last ones were nice and had good patterns, but these ones just have so much going on. So let's go ahead and get number 3 and we'll show you that one. Alright guys, here's number 3, another Dreamsicle. This is the one I was telling you guys about. As you can see, there's very low white on this guy, and one thing I really liked about this one is look at the stripe that goes down the back into kind of that jigsaw pattern on this one too. But I think it's so cool how you can get pieds that are practically have no white at all on them. And then also a really nice head pattern on this one. Just get you guys some shots of the tail. As you can see, that's like the only pied markers right there, but such a cool looking snake. So that's number 3. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 4. Alright guys, here's number 4. This one is about the same as the other ones with the percentage of white. Also has a really cool pattern on it. This one, you probably can't see it on the camera, but it has a really clean head pattern. I would say the best out of all of them, and this snake here was also the biggest out of the whole clutch. Trying to run. But yeah, just look at how pretty that snake is. The Dreamsicles will always hold a special place with me because, like I said, when I first started this was a dream snake for me to produce, and to now be making clutches of these, it's just unreal. But that's this one. That's the last of the Dreamsicle, so we'll show you the 2 lavender albinos. Okay, here's the first of the 2 lavender albinos. The video really doesn't do this one justice because along all the patterning you can see the gold outlining and shimmer. To see it in person, it just glows. The lavender albino is a good affordable snake if you're trying to get into Dreamsicles. If you can pick up one of these that's het for pied at a reasonable price. That's originally how I got into the Dreamsicles. I picked up a lavender albino het pied and a pied het lavender albino to get my first Dreamsicle, and then from there I went on to breed the Dreamsicle and make more. and add some extra genes. So if you're wanting to get into the Dreamsicle gene and work with that type of stuff, then if you don't have a whole lot of money to invest, I would start out with 2 hets. And I hit really good odds on my first time doing it. Like I said, I hit I think it was 2 or 3 Dreamsicles last year. But yeah, this snake is just awesome looking. I'll always love just the regular lavender albinos and how much they glow. Can't get the video to focus on her head pattern, but she's just beautiful. All right, this is the last of the 6-egg clutch. This is another lavender albino het pied. This one doesn't have the shimmer and the glow around the edges as much as the other one did. The other one is just like glowing. But this one has a really nice pattern too, and these snakes will be available on Morph Market after they get a couple meals in. So if anyone's interested in any of these, you can reach out to me and let me know before I put the stuff on there for sale. But yeah, these snakes just turned out beautiful. It's the hardest part about breeding snakes is they all just look so good. You don't want to sell any of them because, especially the Dreamsicle stuff, I could just sit there and just stare at it all day because it was a dream of mine, and the stuff just looks incredible. I'll get you a few more shots of this one. Really nice, crazy, cool pattern on there. Very bright. Like I said, the camera never does these snakes justice. A lot of times when the people, customers purchase snakes and they get them in person, they're just amazed at how much better they look in person because the camera just can't pick up the true colors of them. And that's why I try to take a lot of my photos outside from Morph Market and stuff for sales, is because with the natural light, it allows to show the snake's true colors. So, all right, that's the last one. I'll show you 1 or 2 more from actually I can show you 3 more that hatched out from a separate clutch, which was the highway clutch that has already shed out. The whole clutch hasn't shed, but 3 of them have, so I'll go ahead and show you those. All right, this is number 1 from the highway clutch. It's just a normal highway that will be het pied. The pairing for this was a highway pied to a highway het pied. I still never forget the first time I seen a highway and just seeing the pattern on there. I was just amazed. And this one here that I just produced is a very good example of a really clean pattern highway. I mean, just look at those lines and the stripes down the back. It's just amazing. Such a cool looking snake. When I seen this, whenever I was cutting the eggs and I seen this one, it immediately caught my attention. And it's nothing crazy, but just the patterning just amazes me. When you put those 2 snakes together to produce something like this, it's just incredible. And the highways will always be one of my favorite too, with the patterning and such. So give you guys a few more little angles of this one, and we'll go ahead and get on to the next one. All right, up next is a super gravel pied. I think it's amazing. The pairing, like I said, that I did earlier, I told you guys, which was a highway het pied to a highway pied. It was a 1 in 8 chance to hit a super gravel pied. It was the best possibility that you could hit from that clutch. And on a 6-egg clutch or 7-egg clutch, I produced 3 super gravel pieds on a 1 in 8 chance of hitting them. So I thought that was incredible. I mean, last year I only hit 1, and this year I was able to hit 3 of them. So these snakes are just awesome too. As you know from the other videos I've showed you, I have a holdback super gravel pied from last year. So to get a few more, that's nice. These ones will also be for sale, since I already have my one I held back from last year. But yeah, just look at the colors and the pattern on there. It's incredible. So let's go ahead and show you guys the other one. All right, here's the final one. This is another super gravel pied, like I said. These ones also I haven't popped to see if they're males or females. So I'll do that here soon, like I said, after they eat. and settle in for a few days. But I love the way these super gravel hides turned out this time. They have the perfect white to pattern ratio, and after a few sheds I think they're really going to brighten up and they're going to be incredible snakes. So if anyone's interested in picking one of these up, definitely be sure to let me know, because you won't want to miss these. They'll go fast. I sold one last year and barely posted it on Morph Market and it sold, so get you guys a few more angles of this one. I can't tell if the camera's picking up the colors or not on these, but all right, that's the last one for now. All right, guys, that's pretty much gonna do it. Like I said, I just wanted to keep you guys up to date and show you what we've had hatching out around here. There's 3 that I didn't get to show you from the highway clutch. They just haven't shed out yet, so I didn't want to stress them out. I'd rather just let them take it easy in there and make sure they shed out and all that type of stuff before I show them. But over here in the incubator, we do have this clutch right here. I think it's on day 56, so they should be hatching soon. I'll be sure to do a video on that and show you guys all that. And then the other 3 that are down here, that's the last of the clutches. The most anticipated one is this one over here. That's the clutch for the clown pieds. I'm super excited about that, and I'm having a hard time with my patience because I so bad want to hit a clown pied. I only have one clown, visual clown pied in my collection right now, so with the 1 in 8 odds on that clutch, I'm really hoping I can hit one, so you guys will definitely know about that. And then the other one that I already cut, there was some super cool looking stuff in there, so I think you guys will be excited to see that. So probably within the next week or so, I'll be able to get a video out on those as soon as they shed and everything. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for today's video. I appreciate all you guys watching. If you could please like, comment, and subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.